How's it hanging, fellas? I'm OrosZ, and this is the first episode of Poker Night at the Inventory. It's a Telltale game, and you know what, with Telltale games it's kind of funny in my case, because a lot of people, when they think of Telltale, they think of these like adventure games that they had, such as Wolf Among Us, I guess Minecraft Story Mode, even though that one fucking sucks, and the Walking Dead series. To me, their games is Poker Night 1 and 2. And also, oh, did it froze? Did it froze? What's going on? Is the game loading? I think the game's loading. Anyway, and another one that I really fucking liked back in the day, I think it was called Sam and Max Save the World or something like that. Anyway, we're going to play Poker Night, and you might be thinking, why the fuck am I making a Let's Play at a Poker Night? I mean, it's a poker game. All you do in it is just play poker, and also is it. Hold on, what the fuck's going on? Does it sound like all fucked up to me, or is it to you? No, that sounds fine. Just the main menu that hit like a static sound in the background. I guess that could have been something done on purpose. Yeah, so the plot of this game is you go to this fucking underground casino that's not very... It's not even a casino, it doesn't have like slot games or anything. And it's populated by a bunch of pop culture characters. I don't want to say video games because some of these characters aren't from video games. Such as this captain. I don't know what the fuck he's from. I think he's specifically made for this game.
There. Another enthusiast, I presume. How good it is to see a fresh face here at the
Also,
inventory.
this footage,
I imagine you're here for the
believe it's
card
from like
game
almost
with the fellows
a year ago.
downstairs. Let me lead you down there.
Because I remember that a year ago I had to move out for a little bit, and I was sitting at my grandma's place and I was playing this.
A first timer, hmm? I'm a bit more familiar
So you might
with
be thinking, like, so how am I supposed to fucking separate this into episodes? Well,
the club was founded
the first
in
episode...
1919 in response to an early draft of the 18th Amendment. Through back channels, it was learned that this vile piece of legislation would not only outlaw libations, but games and amusements that could also threaten the world-renowned determination and productivity of the American workforce. Can you imagine? Games
That's actually true.
Nevertheless, this club has been here in secret ever since, just in case those in charge get another bee in their bonnet. So, welcome, and enjoy yourself.
Yes, so as you may see, we are going to be joined by Heavy from TF2,
gentlemen.
Max from Sam and Max, which
I
I just mentioned before.
At the table for a fifth.
Fresh meat!
What's the guy that looks kind of like that one SCP called? Strong Bad. I don't remember what he's from. If he's from like a web series,
would like
of
to
like
set
animations.
the for tonight's game.
Whoops, there's some lag. OBS.
That sounded like $10,000 landing on the table.
It's all OBS fault, by the way, because you can hear that the sound plays out as normal, so I was playing without any
The
issues.
guy has been cast.
And I didn't want to cut it out because, you know,
Texas Hold'em.
they're talking over the fucking thing.
Blinds.
So if I were to cut it out, you'd be like, you'd lose on all this dialogue. Well, whatever, the main game works fine. Which I can't say the same about recent attempt at recording Don't Starve Together. I don't know why the fuck OBS just refused to record that. It's really fucking annoying. Yeah, so what do you think this game is gonna be? It's me playing poker. And like I was saying, how do I separate this into episodes?
I am in and ready to crush baby men.
So each episode,
Raise.
except for this one's just like the introduction first
Face
episode
down
where they
in front
told
of
me.
is the card beast of your worst poker nightmare. Just something to consider.
Oh, I'm calling.
You might think this guy on the right is also from some kind of adventure game.
Hold.
But he's actually not. He's from a webcomic. He's actually, I don't know, I looked it up one time what the fuck he's from. He's from like a really weird fucking webcomic that was supposed to like... It had something to do with E3. I forgot what the fuck it was. I could look it up, but whatever. Yeah, so this is pretty much it. I'm just gonna play poker. I'm gonna drink a monster right here. Why the fuck not?
I fold. Tycho wins the hand.
I fold too. I mean, I win. Tight.
I remember that oh, what did I do? I folded? I folded. I remember that, I had a big complaint with one of the monsters. Like, my two very most disliked monsters was the default white one, the ultra one, the zero sugar one, whatever the fuck you call it.
Oh?
And I suppose it was
Well, let's do
ultraviolet.
this.
I thought this one was the one that tastes like shit, and that's why I bought it, because I thought like maybe I'm wrong, but no, it's good. This one is mixed with a double X, so it's kind of like
must
mixed
call
XP.
this hobo.
My uncle is hobo.
Hey, we got some TF2 lore.
Nope.
Always good to see.
Oh,
Also, what the fuck, man? You called me a hobo. I'd rather be called a homo. Or actually, I don't know.
I'm good.
That'd be funny if you called me a homo.
So, what do you do for fun, Heavy?
Super
Clean
out.
Sasha, use
Not
Sasha,
even. What
clean
did you think
Sasha
about? That
again.
wouldn't have been even fine back then.
Proper maintenance is crucial.
I also collect old coins,
A fellow numismatist.
which I melt down to make custom bullets.
Of course you do.
So much lore in this fucking game. Explored.
So
Next game.
much money.
Well, except for Heavy. I like the characters
I
in the
leave you,
second
man.
game a little
Go
more.
fight with
It
yourselves.
has the guy from Venture Brothers. What's his name? Brock.
Okay,
Brock
I check.
Sampson from Venture Brothers, which I never watched. It has
Raising it
Claptrap
up.
from Borderlands, which is pretty awesome. It had Ash Williams from The Evil Dead,
Check disc.
and Sam from Sam and Max. You know, this game has Max, the next game has Sam. Strong Bad. He's from a web comic
Raising it up.
series. Whatever the fuck he's from. You know, I've been thinking like,
the
what
player
characters
has
would,
two pair.
if Poker Night 3
Tycho
ever were to
has
happen, what
a pair of
characters
sevens.
would there be in
The
it?
player wins
I
the
thought,
hand.
for
I
sure,
needed
there
that
needs
one.
to be
Oh man.
Geralt of
I owe
Rivia,
money to some
because he
very
plays
bad
so many
people.
fucking card games in Witcher already that would have made sense that he would fucking show up to play a fucking card game. Not to mention the fact that in Witcher 3 there's a moment where you teleport through dimensions,
Okay,
and they done that,
raise.
and
I
with
am
that,
out.
it's actually really funny in my opinion that one
don't
mission
think
that
so.
you go in, where you go through different dimensions through portals, they actually later made it so like when Geralt appears in Monster Hunter World game, that's actually canon because he's been traveling in different dimensions. So it would be really funny to consider that while he was doing that, he ended up in the inventory and he just started playing poker with everybody.
Checking.
He was
Let's
like, oh,
make
this
this a
is similar
little
to Gwent, I guess.
interesting, shall we?
Gwent? I don't know. I actually really don't fucking like that
folding.
card game. I tried to understand it one time and I was like, I gotta fucking finish these quests that want me to fucking play the
I'm
card game, but I tried, but it's just, I hated it, man.
The player has a pair of nines.
I really like how in Borderlands 2 you can
Strong
just
Bad has a pair of
highlight
nines.
quests as like
The
ignored.
player wins the hand.
How can little baby play giant man cards?
What I can? A pair. Pfft. Wow. That's not even big man cards. A pair. I remember that in Yakuza 2.
These cards keep making me angry.
My
Like
Yakuza 2
spinning
Let's Plays.
minigun of killing.
Which I done recently.
You guys keep playing cards, and I'll keep thinking about playing
There
cards.
was one episode that I just sat at a casino and I just kept playing poker the whole fucking episode. Kinda like the whole
It might not
series.
seem like much, but my pal Foyle Branson, not pretend poker pro, would want me to raise a little bit here.
See, I would have maybe got that reference if I ever fucking watched this.
I don't think so.
whatever series he's from. Or I would have gotten any of these references if
I bet.
I didn't only knew Heavy and Max. And with Max, I don't even, because I think there were comics and a cartoon series, so I haven't watched that. Never. So I wonder if, oh, maybe the cartoon I'll look up where the fuck we can find it and maybe I'll
I
watch
check.
it. It'll look a pair. And I got nothing other than that going on.
Checking is lame, unless you are Czech, which I would find amusing.
I am not. Pretty close, but not.
Strongbad has a pair of queens. The player
me too.
has a pair of queens.
Well, he wins.
You're playing those cards, huh? You should come to our high-stakes feathers on the forehead night sometime.
Feathers on
Strongbad
the
wins
forehead.
hand. All I got's is this winning hand. Psych! Face! Whoop! Plomp!
He really looks weird. When I first played this game, I didn't know what the fuck he's from, so I was like, what the fuck? I thought he was from Beautiful Joe, actually. I don't know why he kind of seemed like he would be. He kind of looks like a
Let's do this.
luchador, so I also thought maybe he's from like a cartoon about luchadors. There was this one cartoon about luchadors on Cartoon Network
Okay.
in like early
I raise.
2000s. It's called Mucha
I am
Lucha,
out.
but I only remember that I've seen it like a couple of times and I didn't really
fold.
like it. There was like a character who kept repeating their name, which I feel like was a common thing back then, to have a character who doesn't talk,
All in.
but just like
I'm
have some
also
kind of
all
gimmick.
Agamorph. Mostly.
I'm calling.
Camp Laszlo, from what I remember. That cartoon I
Find
did like.
strength to call.
There was a character who also, like one of the three main characters. There was Laszlo, who was the monkey. There was an elephant guy, and there was like a rhino guy. And the rhino guy, he was the one who like didn't talk. He just like, I don't know what the fuck he did. I think he talked like very rarely, but usually he just made like weird sounds. The Penguins of Madagascar had Rico, who Rico only talked in like a really weird way, where you couldn't understand it very much. Then you have Boomhauer, but Boomhauer, you know, it's funny, when I first watched King of the Hill, I was like, oh, that's that character with the gimmick that you can't tell what the fuck he's
The
saying.
player
But as I
has
like recently
two
watched
pair.
some episodes, I was like,
Strongbad
man, I
has
know what
a
the fuck
pair of
Boomhauer's
threes.
talking about if you
Knoxx
fucking listen to
has
him closely.
ace high. The player wins the hand.
Oh, look at
Anybody
me.
can get lucky, but it takes skill to get lucky like Strongbad.
I was
The
watching
player
more
wins the hand.
Bad Batch recently.
Knoxx has been eliminated from play.
Next
I-
time, I'll rethink my strategy.
I don't know when
of
the fuck
bet
I'll
every
watch the
time my belly
Castlevania
button
Season 4
itches.
because I heard it's fucking amazing and I really want to see it.
Strongbad has been
But I just,
eliminated
like, I would
from
like to
play.
see it when I have some
Player,
like
cheaters.
free time. Oh shit, I eliminated 2
The
people.
blinds are now
Just like that?
200, 400.
Oh, you guys shouldn't have fucking folded so much. I played poker a little bit with my friends.
You have hands
time,
like young
but-
girl.
I got a
Yeah?
regimen, yo. I keep them shits
Elaborate.
moist.
So you are more of sneaky, stabbing type.
In an extreme circumstance, maybe. Or if someone's being a huge asshole.
I keep my eyes on you.
See, I
No,
thought
no, no,
like
no.
Taiko
I
was.
wasn't implying...
I thought Taiko was from like a like a cartoon
Shit.
or something, you know, because he'd fucking imply that he would stab someone if he was an asshole. No, he apparently is from a
Checking.
comic series. So I like how Heavy, when you play TF2, just yells and he comes off as a
Jack
big
City,
dumbass.
USA.
But in this game you get like a very... even I think this is the game that actually confirmed that Heavy is actually an actual doctor. He has a
Tycho
doctorate
wins the hand.
in literature.
Just keep buying in and folding, all right? Buying in and folding. That's
which
what
is
we're
pretty
looking for.
fucking cool. Oh yeah, I guess they could have included a TF2 character in Poker Night 3, maybe Sniper or someone like that. Spy would be,
I'll call
Spy
that.
would be pretty cool. Yeah, Spy would be
I
fucking
am not
cool.
betting.
Maybe
but
with
I
like
do
someone
not
in the
quit.
background. That's kind of like a thing. There's like way more characters in Poker Night 2. For example, when you play as Sam, Max is also in the game, but he just sits in the background and he sometimes speaks to Sam.
Check, check. On my sandwich. Cha, cha, cha. I
With-
check this.
With Claptrap, Steve
betting.
actually comes with Claptrap. Which is pretty funny that Steve is the
I'm gonna be
fucking one
100%
too.
honest with you. You should call me.
Is the fucking person to be goddamn included in this fucking game. Out of all the characters in
I will
Borderlands, it's
fall.
Claptrap and Steve. Everyone's favorite, probably don't remember him character, Steve. I'm not even looking at what the fuck hand I have, I'm
Raise.
just gonna assume back then I knew what the fuck I was doing. It's like, I'm not even invested in this game, I'm just fucking looking at this shit as it plays out back then. Look how
Betting.
rich I am, 30,000. Wait, did I... No, I got
Tycho
29,000.
has a pair of kings.
The pot is
The player
12,000.
has a pair of kings. Tycho wins the hand.
I
Shit.
dedicate this one to all the ladies.
Ladies. Yeah, this episode, I feel like this episode could have been a little longer because 27 minutes compared to that first episode that was like an hour long. They just feel like, man, we could have like elaborated on some stuff a little bit more. There's basically two kind of like, there's main plot and kind of like the side plot showing what the fuck is going on with Crosshair.
I am going to play
Because
this
if you
one.
don't remember, in the first episode he
Raise.
became evil because they manipulated something with the chip inside of his head. And he was already kind of a dick, but at least he was part of the team, and now
You
he
can
just
have
went
it.
full evil.
This time.
And in that episode,
Tycho wins the
Tarkin
hand.
tells the
Yes.
Bad Batch to
Bring
go and
home some
eliminate
bacon.
some innocent people. And they're like, we're not gonna do that. And then that's why they fucking had to flee, because they were imprisoned for their, like, insubordination. That's a nice word.
We
And-
raise.
Calling.
And yeah, Crosshair was the only one that wanted to do that, but he didn't because Hunter told him not to. Since he's the leader, right? Of the bunch, and you know him well. The Bad Bunch. Yeah, and it shows
Checking
that
this.
he actually went back to that place with the new recruits who were actually just normal people. And
This
this
is
like
okay.
a bunch of like really good
I am
soldiers
betting.
that were recruited into the Empire. There's a scene where like one of them's being a dick, and
Okay,
he's
I
like, "Why are
raise.
we being led by a clone?" And I think he just makes fun of
I
like
fold.
he asks Crosshair what's the like there has to be a reason why they don't make
Check.
clones anymore. They're recruiting normal people because they're better. And I thought Crosshair would have just tell him like they're doing that because you're cheaper
I'll
or
check.
something, because that's the actual reason. But he didn't say anything like that, which I thought was like, ah, come on.
A
Yeah, so
pittance.
Crosshair and his new team, they murder a bunch of innocent
Tycho
people.
has two pairs.
Yes, they really
The
do.
player
It doesn't
has
happen on camera,
a
but
pair
they
of
do
queens.
fucking murder a bunch of
Tycho
people.
wins the
And,
hand.
and
I
Crosshair
suppose it's
kills
only
one of
natural
his
that I
own
win
who
every hand.
also wanted to rebel against that. He was like, no, we're not gonna kill a bunch of people. We're not fucking
Hey, Heavy.
murderers.
I just finished this Russian fantasy novel called The Dirge of the Moskva. Ever read it?
No.
Well, what's your favorite book?
Moskva.
I prefer war.
Ah, War and Peace. Tolstoy. Tasteful.
No, just war.
No
Art of
peace.
War? Sun Tzu?
Niet. I like Tsar Hunger by Leonid Andreyev. You know this?
I'm afraid I don't.
It's classic.
See, Heavy's very educated. He probably read more books than I ever did. Yeah, but the main plot involves
I
the,
bet all
the ship
ships.
the Bad Batch on broke down. They had to land on this like pretty
Vile.
dark, scary planet. And they had to replace a part, which they did get a spare, so it's not a big deal, right?
Tiny
But it is
man
because-
thinks he can win.
Calling me tiny, I'm a fat ass dude. Not as fat as you, but still. Yeah, and a scary. It's one of those creatures they fought in the arena in episode 2.
What is
It's like a
this?
weird tiger with a wide mouth. It steals the spare part from them, and from what I remember, then Hunter and Omega go to find it. Hunter unfortunately gets knocked out with his
Okay.
gas mask because the
The
planet's all
player has
has
a
a
pair
gas
of
on it that they
nines.
can't breathe.
The heavy
So they gotta wear
has
gas masks.
a pair of
Hunter's
jacks.
gas mask falls off,
If you're going
he
to play
faints.
cards like that,
Omega
you
puts
may
it
want
back
to
on him, and
navigate
then
the
she
menu
goes
to
to
confirm
take
a
the part.
low difficulty setting.
Which I
The heavy
don't
wins
I didn't
the
understand
hand.
how she dealt with
Did
the
you think-
animal, because at first I was like, oh, the animal is scared of light. Now what the fuck am I doing? I think I'm just showing you that I'm playing on normal.
Did you think I was out of ammunition? Even then, I would just crush your tiny head in my hand.
So Heavy fucked me over,
The
man.
blinds are now 300,
That's a bummer.
600.
Shit. Am I gonna lose in the first episode? I think I might actually. I don't remember how I did. Might lose to Tycho. He has more cash than I do. Yeah, and then she, I guess, just flashes the light on the
I
animal
raise.
and then gives it the light, the torch,
This
right?
is like when you draw like 9 mana in a fucking row. Anybody?
But I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Yeah, and And she gets the part back, Hunter finds her, and I guess, I don't know, Hunter has some kind of bonding moment with her, how he's really proud of her. He doesn't say that he's proud of her, but he
I am all
seems
in.
really proud of her. And then it turns out at the end, there's like a cutesy little moment where it turns out Wrecker made her a nice little room, because she didn't get a room for herself at the beginning of the episode. And she just slept on the floor. Which, what the hell did Wrecker turn into her own room? If they had a room like that, couldn't they just fucking use it? Yeah, also one thing I find really funny is that they
Very
have a gonk
bad.
droid on the
The
fucking
player
ship.
has a pair of kings. The heavy has
And I honestly
king
thought
high.
for a moment
The
that, oh,
player
they're
wins
gonna
the
like
hand.
name
That'll do,
it.
cards.
I
That'll
hope the
do.
gonk droid will fucking become
The
part of the
heavy
show.
has been eliminated from play.
Gonk droid is
Over.
basically just a
I
battery.
lose.
You can think of
I
like a
bring
gonk droid
terrible
as a...
loss to team.
You can think of the gonk droid as just like a walking fucking battery, because like, if you need something powered, he walks over and I guess he just gives you power, he just generates it. And yeah, and they have a gonk droid on board. And I was thinking, oh, maybe, like at the beginning of the episode, Omega is like just sitting against the gonk droid, he just like lays on the ground. And I was like, and the gonk droid appears a couple of times, and I was hoping like, oh, come on, do something cute with him.
Checking
I really
is
like
lame,
gonk droids,
unless
they're
you
really
are
funny.
Czech, which I would find amusing. Oh, let's see the next card.
I told you I'm not Czech. Any of you fellas are Czech? Czech Republic.
I'm calling.
Czech and Slovakia used to be one country, right? Was it Czechoslovakia?
Raising it up.
I've been to Slovakia once. I've been to like a water park there and it was fucking
Unfolding
awesome.
these.
No, actually I've been there twice. I've been there
The
twice to
player
the same
wins the
fucking
hand.
water park. Once when I was like, what, 6, and once when I was like 13. It was really fucking cool. It didn't change much over the years, but it was still fucking cool.
Check disc.
And I remember that next to the park there was like a western themed fucking amusement park. I was riding a bull and they had
I
like
check.
a play and shit. I don't know, I just remember that was a fun part. Fun, little fucking
I bet.
part of my life. 2 pairs, look at that. If I can, oh shit.
Betting.
I got 2 pairs. I got 3 pairs actually, but that's not a thing in poker.
I'm
You
all
can actually
in.
get, you can actually, oh, he's all in, I better fucking win. I'm going all in too, why not? Well, I'm not going all
Haiku
in.
has
Oh,
two
man.
pair. The player has
Oh, you fucked
two
up.
pair. The player wins the hand.
I'm
If
the
I
winner.
bend over to pick up this chip off the floor, are you going to bury your entire foot in my ass? This is an
No.
honest question.
Just my entire leg.
Player wins the tournament.
Knee
Well,
deep in your
Strong
fucking
Bad didn't
ass.
win, which pleases me. He needs to be taken down a peg.
There we go. Next episode, we're gonna fight over an item that I already won, so it doesn't matter really, but whatever. See you fellas in the next episode. Bye.